Going live. This is going to be like a part of a series of building or bridging the gap to a better way. Now, I'm just going to wait for a few guys to jump on. I've had some Wi-Fi issues again, but the show must go on. I think I've brought that back from Bali. It's something that we were battling with over there, but we managed to get a lot of free content out to you guys, which is a big part of what we do. We want you guys to see what's going on out there. Like I say, I'm going to hang here for a minute, wait till a couple of years jump on. Let's see if it's been a Facebook thing. Actually, I thought it was a Wi-Fi thing, but the live feeds have been a bit all over the show lately. But like I say, it's something we've got to deal with and something we've got to move on from. Grab a drink. Sit here in silence. Let's see if anyone gets on, actually. Takes a couple of minutes for it to cross from the other page. But that's all cool, that's all cool. Gives me a chance to cool down. I've tell you about my day for a minute. Why not? That's going to get everyone excited who sees the recording of this. I flew in from Bali this morning. It was an overnight flight. Might look a bit tired and weary, but I've just been out and about now. Just really getting in the right state to be able to put this live feed on and be able to be, like I say, in peak state to be able to deliver my message. And this is at the core of everything I do, and it actually, this ties in with what I want to talk about tonight. So, my day, landed from Bali this morning at 8 o'clock, left over there at 1:20 in the morning or something. It was like an hour longer than what it was meant to be. Direct flight, which is cool. Not too comfy on a Jetstar flight, but it is what it is. It was one way back. I was disappointed to leave. I was having a ball over there. Oh, I'm getting messages. I don't know. Can anyone... Yeah, that's all right. But that's the thing. Got in this morning. Hung out here today. I've been doing a lot of stuff today. Put out a couple of videos. Going through a lot of the content I've got. I've got big plans coming this week. I keep talking about a big announcement. And that is me talking it up because this deserves to be talked up. I'm not going to drop the bombshell tonight. Yes, I have someone on. I've been talking to myself here for a couple of minutes while you cross over. Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? If you stay on there. That's all good. That's all good. Like I say, the recording of this is very important to get it out. The live feed's gone off the normal Facebook page again. It's one of the things they're doing at the moment. They want more people moved on to the advertising pages, which is cool. But yeah, my day, like I say, it's been a bit up and down. I've been chasing up a lot of stuff. I've been away for a month. The retreat, Team Beast Mode International Retreat, amazing. Coming down from that, setting up the next one, talking to a lot of people about that, got a lot of interest about that. But like I say, just after the Be Your Brand the last few days, a couple of late nights, back here today, back into the swing of it, home sweet home. Hello guys, thank you for jumping on. Give me the thumbs up if you can hear me. I've been having technical difficulties again tonight with the live feed. So like I say, thumbs up if you can hear me for a start. You don't have to like what I'm saying. You just have to hear me. Awesome. And as he's come on there, if you've got any comments or questions, I'm going to roll on. I haven't really started yet. I'm just been like talking about my day, how I come in from Bali, and how just been catching up on things. Love hearts, that's awesome. They're better than the thumbs up. We have more of them ones. But what I want to go into today, and it's something I've been working on, is bridging the gap to a better way. And what I mean by bridging the gap, there's areas in our life, like we split it up. Like I say, and I learned this through Beast Mode off my coach, and it's something I always look at. There's certain strategies you can use to highlight the areas you're missing out on in life, or you're not quite sure of what you can work on. And for me, bridging the gap to a better way, and that's where someone like myself comes in, or actually myself. I come in and I'm able to highlight areas in people's lives, my own life, and see where I'm going wrong. As an onlooker, it's easier to pick up on these things because we're usually aware of them, but we don't want to do anything about them because it means doing something different. And I touched on earlier in my earlier post about health and fitness and how that's a priority. Sam, how are you, man? Awesome that you're on again, bro. I see you've been going through a little bit lately. That's all good, man. Just keep positive and keep moving forward, bro. There's people out there we are watching on, man, and we just want you moving in the right direction. And any comments you've got too, or any questions as this live feed goes on, I want this highly interactive. As more people get on, I'm going to take it up a notch, as I always promise. Give us a thumbs up as you get on, guys. Just so I know you can hear me cool. And like I say, I was leading into it here about areas of life that we need to work on the most. And I believe health and fitness is a critical one. I'm going to put them together. Fitness you can take out of it, health, because a lot of people aren't into their fitness. But me personally, I'm a huge believer in fitness, in being healthy. It's got to do with fitness too. And a lot of people use age or their job or don't have time, all these bullshit excuses and why they aren't into fitness when it's just a cover-up. I'm going to be honest tonight. I'm going to be open. I'm going to drop a few F-bombs if it needs be. And because this in one breath, it excites me because this is what I've been able to change my life with. But in another instant, it pisses me off when I see a lot of people in the world shy away from their fitness and shy away from their health, and they shy away from other ways to do things because they think they know better. Now, I've been studying a lot lately. I've been learning a lot more, especially on the fitness side of things. I'm a big advocate of being a product of the product, and with me, I'm using myself as a product to put my brand out to the world. So to be physically fit, physically healthy, that is absolutely critical to me in putting my message out and helping others if that's the area they need to work on. So, like I say, highly interactive. Everyone apart from Sammy, give me a thumbs up if you're on. I do want some questions through this because I'm going to roll. I'll get in a roll tonight because I'm in the zone. Like I say, I've had a really long day, long night, long few days coming back from Bali. How are you, Kerry? Awesome. Oh, thank you. Compliments are cool. That's cool. They will distract me, but I appreciate it. I really do. And this is why I do this. It's not only to inspire you guys out there, but this is how I got started on this journey. I started inspiring myself. There's a nugget for you too. If you're lost in life and you aren't happy, find something that inspires you to get out of bed. Find something that inspires you to make a difference in the world. And you know what? Your world will change. I just had to throw that in there, but thank you for the compliments. It means a lot. But like I say, health and fitness, I've just been out there then. I knew I had this live feed coming up. Messages coming up on the screen. I've got to put that out too. People always message me on these live feeds. Get on the live stream, people. But anyway, yeah, like I say, I went for a quick jog tonight. And I'm going to go into detail of what I've done because this is huge. A lot of people see health and fitness. I have to go to a gym. I have to work out. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be that way. You can go out. You can go for a walk. And what I do this regularly, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'll go down the street and I'll dance around in the street. I got my Leon, how are you, bro? I have my favourite music going in my headphones, and I'll stop. I don't mind. Tonight the stars are out. It's awesome. There's a spot down there in the street where you're in a clearing and there's trees in there around. I'll jump around. I'll be an idiot, if you will. It's all good because you know what? That makes me happy. But I see that as part of my health and fitness. I see that physical activity. I classify that as me keeping in my peak state or my physical state. I'll go down there and dance around for 20 minutes. Who cares what I look like? It's all about having fun too. And it's a big part of my message when it comes to the whole health and fitness side of what I've brought to the table with Steve Mack's Better Way, and with something else that I've released lately is the Outback Workout. Here we go with these messages. My goodness, guys. Hop on the live feed, people. Can someone just message all your friends and tell them to hop on here instead of messaging me? It's a timing thing. But like I say, any feedback on what you reckon, or not reckon, what you believe is health and fitness for you, or physical activity in keeping yourself fit. Exactly, Leon. Hit the nail on the head. True, authentic self. You lose or burn less energy if you're just yourself. Being myself is jumping around down in the street to music that a lot of people don't like. That's being myself. The guys who were in Bali on the retreat, seen that shit in action. Any of you guys that caught any of the live feeds, seen that in action. And that's me being my true, authentic self. And that's what you got to do when it comes to, like I say, being healthy, being fit. Find out what you love doing. Involve that in your health and fitness. That's why I've ranged that out to health and fitness. You can call it mental health. You can call it, what else can you call it? It's a whole range of things, and it's all part of creating that balance. Because you know what? You could be anywhere in life. You could be doing really well in your job, earning money. And I always go back to this one because people always look at money first. Look at that, I'm holding money. Unbelievable. It's like it's drawn to me. But this is where people get it wrong. You could be in that job earning heaps of money, but you're unhealthy because you don't like that job. Or you might train a bit, but you're still not physically fit because you actually don't like doing it. It's not your way of doing it. You're not being your true, authentic self doing it. You don't like the people in there. You got that scattered energy. You got that aggression and ego that some people bring home from them jobs and take it to the gyms. And it might be, you might live in the city. You want to go for a peaceful walk, but you got cars driving down the street. That mightn't be your thing. How do you get anything out of that yourself? And you're worried about what people will think if you're walking the street. You might have a funny power walk. You might be worried about how you look. You might wear them funny sweatbands, but that's what you like doing. And this is what it's all about, guys. It is really developing and finding your true, authentic self in any area of life. But when it comes to physical activity, being yourself, having fun, that's what it comes down to. You get the most out of it. You expend less energy. You gain more energy. You want to do it more. You get more excited about going to do it. It's all interlinked. So keep me accountable here, guys. I want to keep rolling with this with some questions if you've got any. Because I could talk for this one all night. I might even just go all night. Like I say, I've just been down for a bit of a jog and a dance around, a few push-ups, a few chin-ups on the playground. I get funny looks from that. Well, that's one thing I do is go to playgrounds and that and like chin-ups, all that sort of stuff. But where I'm going with this, guys, filling in the gaps in your life. It doesn't matter what age you are, but filling in them gaps. Everyone's aware of their problems. Everyone is aware that they have to work on something. No one does much about it, but they might give it a crack for a little bit. They might go, oh yeah, I'll do this a little bit. I'll go to this gym, and as soon as something goes wrong or there's someone in there they don't like, they'll avoid it. They'll stop doing it. A big thing I find, and I love talking about this now, is a bit of my journey. And I know I talk about this a lot, but it's so important. The main reason I got my shit together because I got healthy. I realized I had to get healthy. Now, it wasn't a click of the finger either. And it wasn't stuff I was comfortable with. It was new. It was different. I went down the wrong path with a lot of it too. I hung around people that didn't serve me at the time. That wasn't very good. That was still expending bad energy, but I realized I was aware. And this is the key to all of it. Always being aware, but always progressing forward. Always wanting to learn more. Always wanting to know more about how you can improve your situation. Always wanting to gain new knowledge that's going to move you forward. And a lot of us don't do that. We'll have one way. We'll go, that's it. All right, I'm going out now. I go for walks every night. That's cool, but do you enjoy it? Do you do it because you have to and you don't really enjoy it? You're going for walks with people that just bah in your ear and you're like, this is shit. You know what? You're not going to get as much out of that. You're not. But if that's your one way of doing it, you'll continually do that over and over and wonder why you get bored with it. Wonder why you get nothing out of it. You got to find out what's fun for you, and you got to mix it up too. And that's what I did. I started going to the gym in the mines. That was the start. I used to love running, and I run, but I got burnt out doing it that way. And I got sore all the time, but I kept training and training. The thing was, that was my one way. That was my one way over and over. I keep running. I'd start going for swims and that to combat the soreness, but I didn't trust anyone to listen to and do it a different way. I didn't, and I did that for a few years. Got burnt out. I hurt my back. I didn't do weights on my legs because I avoided them because I was always sore. But I just kept getting these new programs on the internet, new supplements, the one way. There was the one way I knew. I'm like, no, I just needed a new program, not a different way. Don't talk to someone who's actually doing it. My one way, and that's the thing. And I kept progressing, just expanding on the one way. And then I realized, I'm like, I've got to do something different here. When my back was out of whack, I'm like, oh, I've got to work on my legs. I've actually got to build these up. I've got to stop running. I've got to do things around the other way. I've got to swim more. I've got to put a lot more time into recovery. I've got to eat better. Like, it's one thing going away from drinking a lot, taking drugs, partying. It's one thing to move away from that. That's awesome. But to take it to another level and get healthy and actually look after your body and be in tune with your body, that's where the realizations come in. then you feel shit, and you're like, you hit these challenges and you don't know who to turn to, or you don't trust anyone to turn to, like I didn't. And that sometimes can put you off, like looking after yourself. I was in that job earning heaps of money. I could have kept doing it, and over again, and I could have still been going in the gym 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. I could have been just high on supplements and like fat burners that all the time. I can guarantee you what, but I wouldn't be sitting here with such high energy and enthusiasm about life if I kept doing that. I had to change that. I had to have someone from the outside say, hey, wait a sec, man, you're burning yourself out. You're like not going very good. You're going the wrong way down this fitness street that you've started on, the one way, and it was shit house. And that's what I mean. And I wanted to bring this into this tonight, because then I decided, I just seen what other people were doing. There was so much on social media which I was diving into, because I was looking for exterior things to help me with what I was going through. And that's what, another realization. And you got to look within. I didn't ever want to go to that tonight, but it's so important. But when I changed again and started taking a different path down this, yes, I was still training a lot. Yes, I was fitness. It was the way I eat, the way I looked after myself, the way I structured my days. And it wasn't, hey, let's go weigh food and stuff. But I dived into isogenics, and that was huge. Usually they say keep this curious and all that, but I don't mind mentioning it, because this was massive in my journey. This was like right at the core of a massive turning point for me. I wasn't eating 100% properly. I was eating a lot. I wasn't happy with my image. I wasn't happy with how I felt. I was not happy to look in the mirror. That was one, but that was to do with self-worth too. But like an internal driver of mine is to have an awesome body image, and I'm honest and open with that. So I don't know if any of you guys out there have thought about it that way. Does that sound to you like I'm a bit arrogant, or I love myself or something, if my body image is like of number one importance to me? I'd love your feedback on this one, guys. Bionics. Like we touched on true authentic self before. And that's what it's all about here. Having that self-worth, that self-confidence. Like I say, body image for me is huge. I want to be happy with the way I look, because then it's the way I feel. It is good, Kerry. It is. And you know what? When I'm working with clients, or working with people, or talking to people, even just talking to people when I'm out and about, I bring this up and I get some funny looks. And I always shoot it down, because a lot of people in life can't look in the mirror because they're not happy with the way they look. So why not have that as an internal driver? Why not have that as a reason why you push harder to train harder? Why not just admit to it? People around you are going to knock you or judge you because you say you want to look good. Come on now, guys. That's it's immature, but that's a lot of stuff. I get a lot of feedback, and you know what? That keeps people in their shell. That keeps people worried about what other people are going to say. It stops them from putting that in that extra effort. It does, absolutely. And this is what I found too. And I talk about taking action, getting results, believing, all that. This is perfect. A perfect example is I wanted to look a certain way. And like I say, I touched on it, isogenics. That was for me. That was like, I had so much more, but that was how I got to where I wanted to be. That was mine. There's so much else out there, guys, and this is not me just plugging that. There's so much more out there, but you can't get stuck in the one way working into this. You can't get like I was. I did this for like 5 years, where all I did was trust online videos or supplements that were fat burners, like caffeine. That was my one way. Bad. Train more. No. Then I changed, and like I say, got involved in the cleansing. I'll touch on it further, how you can take cleansing to another level, but the nutritional side was huge for me. And to interlink that change in how my image was, then how much energy I had, how I felt about myself, how I could look in the mirror, how I could actually talk about myself being happy about the way I looked, that is fucking massive, guys. That is huge. That is, for me, that was where it was like, bang. Lights went off in me. I'm like, I'm actually happy about this now. I'm happy with the way I look. Even posting photos on Facebook, and you guys that are in the networking game where you got to do it, whatever company you're with, and you got to put your photos up, your transformations and all that sort of stuff. When I first done that, The only reason I did it is because I was so happy with what I've seen, but I was still shitting myself at the same time because I still had low self-worth. It was getting better, but that there was one of the biggest breakthroughs I had in everything with me, with building my self-worth, with building my confidence. So social media is huge, guys. It's massive. You guys are on here now, and it is. A lot of people use it but to talk themselves down or air their problems, but use it. That's why I love, like I say, that's why I love the people that I hang out with at Isogenics. They promote it. They like, get it out there. Be happy with yourself. Be happy with your achievements. And it's not just in body image and that. It's in life. Celebrate that happiness. Put it out to the world. The more people that put this out on social media or anywhere, the better the world is. And like I say, it all comes back to yourself, how you feel about yourself. That's huge. And when you interlink that with fitness, and this is cool for me, for fitness, because this has led to so many other things, and like I say, you're going to see a lot more of it come out very, very soon, is because I got that confidence up in how I was. My training, I didn't have to train as much, but I was getting the results quicker. I was getting better, had more energy, had more confidence. I could go to the gym and not worry about what people thought about what I look like. I could talk to people in the gym. Makes a huge difference. There's still a bunch of dickheads in some of them, but I could avoid them. And that's what I learned to grow around. And like I say, I'll get to that soon, what I've been able to develop away from the gyms, which is huge. Ooh, what do we got there? We've got stuff flashing up on the screen. How are you, Louise? Good to see you on here. Any comments or questions? Bang them in the box, guys. If you want me to pull up and have a bit of conversation, I'm happy to have a conversation. Got stuff flashing up on the screen here. I might even have to go to get the charger onto this. But like I say, it all starts with that for you guys, I reckon, too. Being happy within, yeah, that's cool, but external is what everyone else judges you by. And we're quick to take on what other people think about us and that. A lot of us say, no, we're bulletproof to that. And I'm going to say bullshit to that. Because even if, say, someone says something to me now, I've got to stop and think. I'm like, oh, why did that hurt? No. But I am pretty happy and confident at the moment. So it starts from body image. For me, to be able to work that in with my fitness, to be able to work that in to my other life areas. And this is the critical part about your health, about how your energy is, about how you feel about yourself. You could be in that job. Like I say, you could be going okay. But what happens is, like I did, I started to look for other ways to get out of it. I had all this energy and I'm like, all these new people showing up in my life because I was improving myself. My self-belief was going up. My self-worth was going up. I was raising my vibration. All these new people coming in my life. So the job that I was okay in, like I was earning good money in that, but I wasn't really happy with, I started to look for other options because I just had so much more energy and I had more confidence to reach out of that comfort zone. So in turn, my work, I moved away from that. You guys might be in that job. You might just want to step up a position. You get that self-confidence. You might approach that boss and you might say, hey, I want a pay rise. You might want to move away from it. And this all comes back to your self-worth, your energy, how you are, how you feel about yourself, the confidence. And if you do step up, you earn more money. Or you do branch out, you go to another job, you might earn more money. You might take up something on the side like I did to earn extra money after hours to work away from it. With the extra energy I had, with the passion I had about what I was doing. So go from there. And like I say, everyone talks about money and wealth, career. It's the only reason I touched it first. But family life. I don't know, any of you guys on here got kids? I can see, yes, some of you do. You can answer that if you want. But to have that more energy, that bit more energy, just that bit more, like 3 hours extra of like time awake at night, because that's what I feel like. Like my days are ridiculously massive sometimes with the energy I've got. But with you guys with kids, how important is that in creating balance in your life? Having that extra energy, having that self-confidence around your partner who you might have had struggles with because you weren't happy with yourself. You know what? There's another thing too. I'm not in a relationship right now and I haven't got kids. I was a kid once, but I'm an onlooker on a lot of this stuff. I talk to a lot of people who do. I talk to a lot of couples. I talk to a lot of partners of couples. The whole masculine, feminine energy polarity. Yeah, you do carry, absolutely, and I'm glad you realise that. Well, Sam's jumped off there, that's all good. Ooh. People sending me messages. But this is huge with it too. With your partner, if you've got something that's going on in your relationship and you're not happy with, It might be the energy you're putting out or not putting out. It might be how you're carrying yourself, how you feel about yourself. I was talking to one of my clients today. I'm going to call her a client today because I told her to call me a coach. And she's awesome. She's doing awesome things. And then we were talking about it, and I'm not going to go into too much detail. It was about the energy thing around her partner. And it actually pointed about how she was feeling about herself going into the conversation instead of the other way around. Back to self-worth, back to self-confidence, back to about the energy you bring. So, as you can see, these all interlink. Family life, work life, health and fitness, your energy around people, your confidence. They all affect each other, but it all starts with your health. It all starts with your health and how you feel about yourself. And you can move into the other areas. You can move into contribution and all that. Contribution, I'm not going to go into too much detail because a lot of people get it like I donate money to charity. They always do it, and that's amazing. That's awesome. But contribution could be just like at your sporting clubs. Could be just your family contribution. It could be just more time, like after hours helping friends at work or something at a social club. It could be something like that. If you've got no energy to do that, if you're not happy in your life, and you don't want to do that, you'd rather go sit on the couch and watch TV and that because you've got no confidence to go meet new people or help people, what's the point? Interlinks. It's all about that balance. And you know what? It's a great feeling contributing. It is a great feeling. And I know, I see the names on here, I know you do it. I know you do it. So tell me how important that is. I want you to like give heaps of likes and that for whatever you do to contribute to anyone or whatever. Because like I say, I see you guys that are on, and that is important. But if you're going out of your way to help people and you haven't got the energy to put the time into your family, if you haven't got the energy and you're burnt out and you're going to help other people, people can tell that too. And you know what they're going to start saying? They're like, are you feeling all right? Are you okay? And you know what you do? Yeah, I'm fine when you're not. Self-worth, self-confidence. So you can see where I'm going with this, guys. If you're missing some of this in life, you're aware of it, but you keep going around in circles doing the same things. It's no good for you. It all comes back to your health. It does, and that's simple. It's so simple it comes back to your health. So many people get this wrong. Cool thing we done on the retreat, the Team Beast Mode International retreat. We left out in our life areas, and this is at the core of what we do. Yeah, there might be guys, you might see them go, doing all the anchoring and all the breaking boards and all that sort of stuff. You might see that, but at the core of it, we want people to find their purpose. We want people to have balance. Total domination we wear on our shirts is about creating balance. Balance and harmony. A lot of people don't know that. And that's what this comes down to. But we left health off their questionnaire. We left health out and none of them picked up on it. And it's the most important. And this is people in life. A lot of us are aware of it. I'm aware of it now after I went through years and years of pain and doing the same thing. But they missed out on it. And that was it was huge. So I want to know from you guys, how do you rate health in your life? Is it number one? You guys on here with kids too, especially you guys. Number one, or was your family number one? Yeah, cool, Leon. Is that my live feed that's pausing all the time? You other guys getting this clear? There's like a little pause in it. I'll say, love the live feed because of this. It's real, it's raw. Keep me accountable here, guys. Like I say, might have to move the camera so I've got more Wi-Fi. Ionics. Love it after I train. But yeah, like I say, health is your number one. It's important. Kerry. All right, cool. You put baby first? Yes. That's absolutely amazing, awesome. You got to think down the track if you're burnt out. You've got to think, all right, how can you interlink where you're putting your health first? Because health is number one. Louise, I knew you'd answer this as well. Yeah, Kerry, look at Louise's there. Yeah, that's no good, Kerry. Look at Louise's comment because she's just answered what I was going to say. And she's all over it. Her energy's ridiculous now. And you've got to eat consistently, guys. Like I said before, for me, it's isogenics. I love it. And this is why. We might have to talk about this, Kerry, because You got to have constant meals during the day. Even when you're on a weight loss journey, you want to lose weight. A lot of people get this mixed up. My mum did. Oh my goodness, did I have to coach her through this? I don't know if she's on the live feed, but oh well. A lot of people think when it comes down to the cleansing and stuff, you don't eat. Oh, I lose weight because I don't eat. No. You've got to eat. You've got to eat small meals. You've got to consistently eat to keep the metabolism kicking over. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. You do like it, and this is it, Kerry. And this is why I touched on this tonight, and I'm super happy that you're on, because you're aware you need to change, but it's what you're going to do about it. So many people come to me with their problems and say, I need to do this, I need to do that. And when I hit them up about what they have to do, they don't do it. It's different. It's outside their comfort zone. Health's a big one, like I say. Working with people on their little health journey, they give me their goals. Yeah, this, but what happens when they hit a challenge? The goals don't mean much. They're not connected to them. They can say, yes, I need to change. They're aware of what they've got to do, but it's taking the steps. This is all about filling in them gaps, taking the steps that have worked. That's why I touch on my past, where I've come from. I've taken these steps. I've moved forward. I've gone through challenges. I've broken through barriers. I've taken it to the next level because I've followed what everyone else has done before me. Health is major in that. Health is at the start of that. By identifying where I was lacking, that's what you've got to do. Like, you've identified that, Kerry. I'd like to know what you're going to do about it. I'm being cheeky now. I will wait for this answer. This is really, really important. There might be a pause in there. All right, I'll move on, Kerry. I want you to think about that, because this is what I do. I talk about Steve Mack's better way, bridging the gap to a better way, identifying where people are missing out in certain areas, or they shy away from it. Exactly, Kerry. You've got to. Absolutely, Louise. Perfect. 30-second story. I love it. I wasn't going to turn this into it, but it's all part of what I do. And it's nothing to hide and shy away from. People are too easy to judge about people's certain ways, how they go about things when it comes to their health, when it comes to their fitness. Even in the fitness game, you got this whole little thing. Good mate of mine, Alvy, CrossFit. I never knew what CrossFit was out, and I used to be one of the ones who used to bag it. Didn't know what it was in. Now I love it. Destroys me, but I love it. Like, you've got all these things. People are judgmental because their ways are always better. It's not about that for me. It's not about this is the better way. It's my better way. This is the way I use. I believe in it. It's worked for me. That's why it's my better way. But I'm not one to judge other people's ways. So, like I say, I suggest this for you. That's cool. It's other plans. It could be anything. Like, I've actually had to hire a coach, and she's fucking amazing. She's asleep now, so I can say that. But she's got a program for me. I realised I actually had to improve on my health and fitness. I got to a plateau and I had to take it up another level. There's something else you can look at, guys. I had to reach out again, even though I know my shit and know where I've come from, what I was doing. And that's something you've got to, because you get stuck in that routine, do same. But I'm glad to hear you say you're going to put that first, Kerry. I really do. And the whole interaction about that is, that's perfect. And like I say, if you want to chat about that after, this is what I do. This is exactly what I do. I point people in the right direction. And I love doing it. This is what I'm passionate about. This is why I put the live feeds up. This is why I put the videos out. This is why I work with people. This is why I connect with more people, because it's all about making an impact wherever it can be and whatever it is in their life that they need to pick up on. All comes back to health. All comes back to your energy. Hey, Nelna, a diet plan. A good diet plan. I'll send you an inbox after this if that's cool. And it's not a diet plan, what I use. It's, like I say, it's a system, but it's in with food. Yes, I eat a heap anyway, but I'll send you an inbox after this now, and thank you for hopping on too. I appreciate it. And your interaction's cool. That's what more interaction on these live feeds, the better. It's, you need that little nudge. Well, how about this? I'm nudging you now. I'll send you an inbox after this as well, Kerry, if you want, and we can have a chat. But you can have a conversation there too. Here's the thing. I've been working through the life areas here and how they're all interlinked, how one can affect the other, how one can if it's not balanced in one, it's going to affect the other. Yes, thank you, Louise. All over it. Ladies, you're all over it. This is what, I wasn't going to go into this, but this is important for you ladies on here that have got families and kids. Now, when it comes to balance in life and where you want to go, what you want to do, when I bring up life purpose or mission, a lot of people get lost. A lot of people are like, what do you mean my mission, my life purpose? But I want to ask you ladies, hey Tony, I'm going to get to this in a minute. I'll read your message first. I'll do family, daycare and study and have placement and 3 kids of my own, youngest being 5 months. I struggle to find time to exercise, pick kids up to do dinner. I really want to stick to this, but I am struggling to follow the plan and keep motivated and meal prep, etc. Yes, it's a long one. Oh, wow, that is a long one. That is a long one. And then, do you know what? That's a common theme. So you don't have to stress out about it. That is a common theme, and there are ways around it. And like I say, I work with a few mums right now, and I've got people in my family that are in the same thing. I've got friends, the same thing. It is, and it's a balancing act with this sort of stuff. Meal prep and that. Me, meal prep, it's like, there. That's not all the time. It's it depends whatever's going on. I've got my mum here now, even though I've just got back from Bali. I'll send you an inbox too after Tony if you want to have a quick chat about it. I might have a couple of ideas that'll help. Well, I would have a couple of ideas that'll help. What I was saying about life purpose, but feedback on this one is important for me. I would believe that you ladies on here that have got kids and families, even if the guys are, but I notice there's more ladies being interactive. That's probably your life purpose, is to have a happy family. I just want truth on this, because I'm actually going to work up to something with this. So, you agree with that? Oh, awesome. I've got more people jumping on here now. That's cool. If you've got a family, do you guys believe that's your purpose in life? If you've got kids and that, like I say, I'm leading to something that's huge in this. Yeah, absolutely. Anywhere, anytime. Convenience is huge. When you've got kids and you're on the go and you're doing this here, there and everywhere, I understand that totally. But to answer my question, I would love some answers here. This is critical to what I'm talking about. This is at the core of it all. I might be talking about health. I might be talking about fitness. Be happy and healthy and the best I can be. Is that your mission or purpose, but Kerry? Or would it be to have a happy family? Is that what you mean by that? I can have silence, it's cool. I'm listening to the fan in the background. It's okay. I'm having a bit of fun here tonight. These live feeds are going to be a bit more fun. I've been serious in some of these. Oh my goodness, I watched one the other day that I did a while ago. I was like, Yeah, and that's it. I've got a question. I'm going to put this out there anyway. A lot of people that have families and that now, and I look in life, I look at my own mum and dad and everything, people around me. Oh, there we go. But my purpose is to look after myself. If I'm not there, after myself, if I'm not there is no happy family. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true, Julie. But have you ever thought about now that your family's all grown up, what your purpose is now going forward? Because this is what I'm getting to. A lot of people who have families, a lot of couples and all that, and I'm using this from the people around me, family and everything. They get to a certain age, their kids are grown up. What happens then? A lot of them are like, yeah, I'm going to do this in life, I'm going to do that, I'm going to travel, do this. A lot of people are like, holy shit, what do we do now? They're burnout. They might be broke because they put everything into their family, bringing up their kids the right way, because that's what we're conditioned to do. It's not wrong, it's not right, but see, a lot of this is a lot of people. What do you think? They're unhappy after their kids are grown up. What do you think? They go their separate ways. And I'm talking from the people around me. A lot of people I see, a lot of people I talk to now. I see it in society a lot. So many people, you hear about midlife crises. Why do you think this happened, guys? Because people run themselves into the ground. They look after their family first, which is amazing, but they always do it at the effect of their health. There's always so many people that are burnt out. It's changing. It's changing slowly. And I've got to say, the ones that are leading the way are you ladies. I have to put that out there because I see it a lot, especially, like I say, in the networking game that I'm in now, not just the one company around. And I talk to a lot of ladies who have got kids and working from home and that. They're realizing that now. It goes back to their health. A lot of mates, a lot of guys, some that I'm working one-on-one with right now, have got to the point where in pain, their families are breaking up because they've never looked after themselves. That hurts me. Because the simple thing you have to do is make a choice to look after yourself first. It's just a choice. Why do we do that in life? I really want feedback on this because this usually upsets people when I always say put yourself first, especially when there's kids involved. Because imagine you started looking after yourself now. You made some sacrifices. You make some sacrifices. I can't answer messages now, Louise. Why do you do that to me? But some sacrifices you got in creating balance in your family life to put your health first. I'm not going to answer that question because it's just something to get you thinking. Always people think about, oh, I've got to spend more money on my health. No. Go for a walk in the morning. Go for a walk at night. If you've got a pool, go hang out in the pool. You don't have to do proper exercises. This is the thing people get confused with. I started this at the start of the live feed. Nathan, how are you, bro? Yeah, I can I'll inbox you after, mate. Good that there's someone else commenting that's not a lady. But I touched on this at the start of the live feed. God, I've got stuff popping up on the screen here everywhere. Wow. But I went down to have fun before this live feed. The motivator's on, awesome. I went down there, but I classify that. I went and jumped around and listened to some music. I didn't do any proper exercises. I didn't run any sprints or anything. I did a couple of push-ups and that, but I was having fun. That was like 20 minutes for me. If you can do that every night, whatever it is, go for a walk with your stroller with the kid in it down the street. Have a bit of fun. That every day will get you somewhere. Instead of avoiding the gym. I can't train or work on my fitness because I have to go to a gym. You do not. If you live somewhere like I do, in Cairns, or anywhere near where there's bushland or forest or parks, utilize it, people. Utilize it. Goes back to your food too. If you always eat takeaways and shit, just stop doing it. And I'm not saying going out and measure your meals, stick to a strict plan or anything. Yes, I've touched on what I do, and a few of you guys on here do that as well. That's cool. It's easy. Yes, Red Arrow, Louise. Perfect. Find what is fun, guys, as a start. Especially for you mums. I talk about this all the time. I've got friends. I've got a really close friend, Carly Coote, who's amazing at doing this. She's got so much stuff. She's got so much energy helping mums. But you know what happens? She puts it out there, and you mums, you don't utilize that. She comes up with fun stuff all the time. Because I think the word exercise sometimes can get people confused. Do something that's fun every day, but guys, consistently on this. Because if it's too cold, you won't do anything. If it's raining, I usually go for a walk outside. I can't do it. Do something inside. Like I say, my friend Carly, check her out after this too, what she does with her Purely Passionate Mums. It's friggin' awesome. It's really something. It is awesome for you mums. But do something that's fun every day. I do it all the time. Yes, I train hard. Yes, I like the gym. But I'd rather go and do what I did down there tonight to get myself up and about. I've had like an hour's sleep since like whenever. And even the night before I had like 3 hours sleep. Look at my energy. Awesome. Because I went down and had a bit of fun before this live feed. So, I hope you can see how critical health is here. I didn't even go into all the areas of life because it's simple. If you're not healthy, if you're not looking after your health, if you're not proactive in moving forward to looking after your health, if you don't know what you've got to do to look after your health, Oh, Carly just messaged me then. There you go. I love the live feed, guys. Do more live feeds too, guys. Put your message out there for you guys that are in isogenics. If you need help with that too, inbox me. It's what I'm good at as well, as you know. But health, health, health. Get it in your head. Take steps. Reach out to someone who knows. Bridge that gap in them life areas by starting with your health. Always look at it. And you do not have to get a personal trainer. You do not have to go out and follow a set program. You don't have to. Start with a bit of fun. Start with a walk. Start with doing something active. Swap out all the bullshit. Get rid of TV. That's something that I have not watched. Get rid of TV. Stop doing that. Don't get home from, if you work, yes, you might be tired, but change that mindset around. Do not sit on your couch. I'm tired, I'm tired. The kids, I've got to do something different. Even if it makes you feel more tired at the start, as soon as you change that up, as soon as you change that mindset around it, when you get home from work or you've had a long day, you'll start to find that it's not as bad as what you're making out. So do the little shit first. And if you need help, inbox me. This is what this is about. This is what I am absolutely good at. This is what I'm passionate about. Is now my phone's ringing. Unbelievable. This is just like, I should have put a message up on Facebook saying, I've got a live feed on now. Can everyone message me and ring me for the next hour? I'm loving this interaction here, Louise, too, because you're living it. And this is what it's about. Duracell Bunny. You other ladies that are on here now, even you guys, have a look at what Louise is writing. And she's a mum, and this is the thing. She's living it. She's taking the action. And I'm going to say this, and I hope you don't mind, Louise. I can guarantee you that it hasn't all been smooth sailing. Like, we trained in the gym once, and I was, like, pissing myself laughing because I was getting her to do abs. And I was like, ah. But it's what it's about. Consistent daily action, as long as it's a little step in the right direction. Grant, how are you, bro? There's another one, man, and you're doing the same thing. You've been doing consistent daily action in your physical activity and that, moving forward for a while now. Could improve, you know that, but you're aware of it. But health, fitness, fun, be excited. I used the quote earlier. Inspire yourself to get out of bed and do something every day. If you're not inspired when you get up out of bed, if you've got no energy for life, for your day, for if you've got a family, message again. I was on a roll there. Oh my goodness. This has been like the live feed of messages. I was going to finish there, but I don't know. I want some questions now, guys, because I'm getting some messages come through here and I'm not going to respond to some of them. So please, questions. Do you want to talk further on this? Do you want me to do some training on this, some private training on this? Do you want me just to inbox and get on a call? Questions. Thank you, Louise. More gold. Louise, you've got to do your own, I think, of these. Everyone on the live feed, can you please just read through Louise's messages? Because it's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to read that out after the shit had dropped out. That day we were at the gym, you taught me to smile when I'm exercising. It's fun. Enjoy it. That's what it's about, guys. And that's what I've been working in my life. I talk about creating balance. I talk about life purpose. This is a massive part about it. It's developing ways for people to have fun away from this life, away from having to go to a gym, away from their jobs where they're scattered energy, where the people are negative, where the people judge you, where the people put you down. It's about giving people alternative things to do that are fun, that are different, to take you out of that tired mindset. I'm tired, I've got no energy, I'm unhealthy, I don't look good, I'm not happy with myself. All that bullshit self-talk. For me to bring that out, and like I say, this is the Outback workout. This is like something else I've created that I'm passionate about. So you can see where I'm going with this, guys. Find something that's fun. Create that balance in your life. If you're into the, like Louise and all that, if you're into helping other people, if you're passionate about inspiring and lifting other people out of similar situations that you've been in, work on something different. Work on what works for you and put that out there. Work on what makes you happy. Reach out to people that have been through them areas where you're having trouble with. That's why a lot of us get into the fitness game or the health and wellness industry, because that's what we need to work on. And that's what I love about this. I get to work on myself, my health, eat healthy, like I say, consistently cleanse my body, soul, and mind and everything. And then I get to help other people with it. Well, I touched on before the Outback workout. And Grant, if you're still on, you've been asking me about this for ages. More of that's coming. I've been drip feeding that out to you guys. But imagine this, going to work out, going up to a retreat, 3 or 4 days in a rainforest. You go up there, you hang out on the beach one night, you kick back, you talk about your problems, what you hate about your job, what you're not liking back at home. You might have having a break from your partner or your family, get away from the kids for a weekend, or like I say, 3 or 4 days. Be in nature, in the rainforest. You might be out. Yes, you are keen for a grant. I'm going to talk a little bit about it now. I don't usually touch on this. You do a few things that are a bit different than what you've always done to change that mindset around. You know the best thing about clearing your head, what I find the best thing to do. This is me, works differently. If you've got people around you, if you've got that same energy around you, if you do go to work out to forget about people, you put your headphones in, but you still got that same scattered shit around you. What I do, I get away from it. I take myself away from it. Bang. Mindset change, environment change. You actually open up a little bit more. You still might have all the bullshit going on in your life, but with what I'm creating, taking people away from that, giving them a place where they're at peace, but also working through if they've got problems, if they've got stuff they need to work on. Get it out away from there so they can't run and hide. So they can't run and fucking hide in their room. So they don't go back to work and hold on to it. So they don't try to forget about it. There's that T word again, remember? Try to do something. There is no try. It's just do. So if you're going to try and forget something, it's always going to be there. But do that. Interlink it with exercise. And I'm not saying go down, do this way, hop on a machine over there. Don't do that. Come out and have fun. Go on a mountain hike where you get tested. You get to hang out in nature. You get to see animals. I'm not even going to talk about when I go catch snakes and show you, but that's something I'm going to bring into it. And yes, set goals for yourself. Louise is onto it. You're coming out with gold tonight. Hope you're listening to Nathan. She's on fire. But taking you away from that and working on your mindset. I'd love to get your feedback after this too, guys, on mindset, on what your thoughts are around it. Around health. 5:30 start. 5 a.m. club. Perfect. But that's what I've created to create balance in my life. That's where I'm using me, product of the product, create a balance in my life to take it and create something to be able to impact more people. Does that sound cool? I'm getting excited talking about it now. I've got to actually calm down because I'm giving away a lot of my secrets here. But that's what it's about. And this for me is fun. I've touched on this a lot. Fun. You've got to have fun in life when it comes to looking after yourself. If you're not enjoying a little health journey you're on, if you're not enjoying your workout or your exercise, the people you're around, if you're in sport, if you don't really enjoy it, it's not doing you any good, guys. I'm sorry. It's not. That's the truth. I'm always on a roll, Grant. Like I say, this live feed could go for 2 hours. I just randomly pulled this out. I'm going to do a live feed on this tonight because it's so bloody important. It comes up all the time. Everyone I talk to, be it, like I say, if I want to introduce them into what I'm doing, they've always got this negative bullshit around their head they can't work away from. They can't work away from what everyone tells them at work. They can't walk away from like what they told in the gym. If it's not what their friend's having, it's, well, someone's done this. No. Giving people alternatives. That's what it's about for me. Bridging that gap. Highlighting where they've got to work on. And you guys have come up with heaps tonight. Heaps of gold in there. Heaps of stuff you know you've got to work on too. Any more feedback before I wind this up? I will go on about health, fitness, energy, anything all night. I'm going to bring you more on this, but comments quickly before I wind it up. You've been absolutely fantastic tonight. I'm absolutely so grateful for you guys hopping on. I really am. Like it's made this even more. This was going to be like a really quick live feed tonight, but because of your amazing interaction, the questions, the stuff you put up, especially you, Louise, I think you've even grown on this live feed, which is amazing, which is awesome. You should be really proud. All right, if you've got nothing more, I think I've got a few inboxes here. Send me inboxes if you've got questions. I'll get on to you other guys that we were talking about earlier with whatever info, anything that I'm doing going forward, and there we go. Grant comes up with the question. Oh, here we go. These are good questions. All right. Let me have a drink. When is my seminar? I don't do seminars, Grant. Elaborate on that, man. You want Outback workout stuff? Is that what you mean, Grant? I'll get to Nathan. What do we got? When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. That's awesome, man. That's a good power sentence. Put that on your phone, on your screensaver of your phone. And when you wake up in the morning, look at that. Because I reckon that gives you tingles. The way you've written it there. Here we go. The truth comes out. I don't want domestics on here, Louise and Nathan. Although it would make it good. Grant, you want to host an event? Wow. What sort of event, man? I want to hear about this on the live feed. This is interesting. So I was winding it up, but this is the cool thing about this. Oh no, the real dirty laundry comes out on the end of this. What's the event, but Grant? What's it about? Tell me, talk to me. What do you want to do? I want to hear this. This is putting it out to the universe, man, on a live feed, which I'm going to share. Oh, me? I do events now. What do you think I've been doing in Bali? The US, I'm putting it out there now. The US at the end of this week. I just put it out there. So I have to be there. I have to go. What do you think that's all about, man? I'm not even going to get into where that started because you know where I'm going to go with this. Anyway, I am going to wind it up now, guys. I have to go. I have lots and lots to do, which I am excited about. I've got messages flying up on my screen here, and they're all pretty cool. And like I say, I'll go back to it. I am so passionate about what I do because I know I'll make a difference. You guys on here tonight, you prove it all the time. Everyone who gets on all my live feeds, everyone who gets on my webinars. I had an amazing webinar the other day. This is why I do what I do. This is why I love it. This is why I get out of bed every morning. This is why it excites me. This is why I talk about everything I do, be it Isogenics, be it Team Beast Mode International, which has changed my life and is changing many more lives, be it working with Regan Hillier, be it working at Be Your Brand, be it anywhere, in the community, with my family. I just want everyone else to get this balance, to get this excitement about life. Thank you, Julie. You're like one of my biggest supporters. But like I say, I'm just truly grateful for this. Thank you, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Inbox me. See you soon. I'm Steve Mack, bridging the gap to a better way.